that last match that you played, the
Yeah.
guy beat you pretty bad.
Yeah.
What was the score, 1-1?
Yeah, maybe 1-1, yeah.
Okay, the guy is an absolute baseline machine. He doesn't miss anything.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He plays good defense. He's very consistent.
Yeah.
But when you look at his game, what do you think is the biggest weakness? Think about it.
His serve.
Yeah,
But I didn't make him pay for that, though.
that's my point. I'm going to teach you how to attack weak second serves.
Okay.
Or more broadly speaking, how to attack weak serves in general.
Okay.
There's going to be a big focus because you have good ground strokes, which can translate into good returns because it's basically the same thing, but of course it's not the same thing because the return is a completely different type of ground stroke than when you're hitting a ball back that's coming from a forehand or a backhand.
Okay.
When it's coming from a serve, different rules apply, and we're going to focus today on the return of serve.
All right.
All right?
Let's do it.
Shamir, stand behind the baseline. I want to test your reflexes real quick, okay?
Okay.
I want you to take this ball down the line. Hands are a little bit slow.
They are slow.
Yeah, it's when I'm seeing these movements, they're not explosive, they're not fast enough. It's a little bit too slow motion here, okay? And it's a little too sloppy, like what you showed me there, that's not something you want to do. Okay, go back and down the line.
This is so hard, Nick.
Again. All right, Shamir. So tell me how you were messing up on the return of serve in your last match. Were you missing a lot of first serve returns? Were you missing a lot of second serve returns? And also, what were you doing on the return? What kind of shots were you hitting?
I was missing on both.
Okay.
But I do think I made the majority of them in, but the ones I missed were really bad. But if I did make it in, whether it's first or second, I aimed for the middle. I didn't make it. I wasn't aggressive. I just was like, okay, I just want to get
Were
it
you
in the
chipping your back and return a lot?
a good amount, yeah.
Good amount, got it.
Yeah.
And the forehand, you were hitting it central.
In the middle, yeah, because I didn't want to, like, I felt uncomfortable the whole time. So I did what makes me feel comfortable is just, okay, get a big target.
So in other words, you didn't attack.
No, I didn't really attack.
Now, his serve is soft. He's a great player. He's really good from the baseline, but he's working on his serve.
Yeah.
He's lacking some fundamental elements on the serve, and he serves very soft.
But it's always in, though, like most of the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
it goes in a lot. He knows how to get it in.
And he places it well.
But you didn't attack that serve, and I want to teach you how you can do that.
Okay.
It's stemming from several things on the return that are problematic. Number one, your positioning is a little bit off. You're exposing too much of the backhand side. And I think that's partially why when somebody gets that corner on the ad side, you chip automatically because you're out of position. So when you're positioning yourself, you have to stand very close to the doubles alley, okay?
Okay.
And you're gonna stand behind the baseline, but you're gonna stand close to the doubles alley. That's number one, because you can leave the tee open, but you have to protect this side.
And get hurt on this side a lot, yeah.
You're exposing the backhand and you end up chipping because of it. Now, we're not only gonna protect the backhand return from this, but we also are gonna start dominating with the forehand because you have a good forehand,
Okay.
but you don't trust to swing at it.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to take bigger cuts at it. We're gonna learn to run around a lot of the serve that are directed to your backhand.
Oh, because if it's slow, I'll have enough time to run around and hit it.
Absolutely.
Except if it's a lefty, don't run around it, right?
No, if it's a lefty, it's different. It's different.
Because I remember I was playing a match, you're like, no, don't run around lefty serve.
That's completely different.
Or say, okay,
you're
okay.
right. A lefty is going to be different. Don't worry about lefty right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, okay.
We're going to get really confused. You
Yeah,
play,
okay.
How many lefties do you play? Once in a blue moon?
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
All right,
So let's focus on the 99%.
We'll worry about lefties next time.
Yeah,
Right now,
yeah.
we're worrying about the righty serve that's coming to your backhand that we're going to try to run around.
Okay.
On both sides, by the way, on the ad or the deuce, but we're going to start with the ad. But first, just some general things on the return, something that I noticed when I did that test in the beginning.
Yeah,
You're reacting slowly.
I am.
So it
yes.
doesn't matter that the server is weak and he's serving soft. Doesn't mean that you're going to have less explosiveness and a slower reaction just because the serve is slow. You still have to react super quick. So that's our first drill for today.
Okay.
I want you to, very similar to our last lesson where I had you sitting on the ground. Remember that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I want you to be more explosive. As soon as you see the ball, you're gonna make a reaction once you know where it's going.
Okay.
So once you know it's going to be a forehand or a backhand, you're going to react to it.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit different when we're talking about second serves, where you might make a decision prior to the serve. For example, that you're going to run around. There's a little bit of risk involved in that because you don't really know where the serve is going, so you can get burned with that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, but now I want you to react to the side as fast as possible. As soon as you know where it's going, I want you to be lightning fast. Now, the tricky part is going to be, depending on the pace of the serve, you're going to have to adjust your take back. So when the serve is soft, you can have a normal preparation with a full turn and a full take back.
Okay.
When the serve is faster, you have to decrease the amount of turn and decrease the amount of take back.
Quarter turn, right?
Depends. Sometimes it can be a half a turn, sometimes it can be a quarter turn, depends on the speed.
Got it.
You have to go by feel.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll feel it when you prepare too much. All right, so let's start with that. We're
Okay.
going to work on reaction time. As soon as you see the ball, you're going to make a lightning quick move towards the appropriate side, okay? Better. Don't anticipate, please. Read the ball in real time, okay? Go again. Quick move on that backhand. Quick, lightning fast move. Come on, I want you to hyper focus on the ball. You don't know what's coming, Shamir. Okay, that serve was a little bit slower. You feel like you had not enough of a prep there because your ball didn't make it past the service line. So on a slower serve, you're gonna have to take a bigger swing. It's crucial that you figure out how to hit the ball based on the flight of the ball, all right? You can't make a rule, I'm gonna hit the return a certain way and that's gonna apply to all serves. There's many different ways a serve can come at you. That's what makes the return so tough. Yeah. So again, high intensity, you're gonna be explosive, but your eyes are going to be wide open. They're going to be popping out of your skull like Djokovic. Remember that? All right, come on now. That's the best returner of all time. Here we go.
Oh no, I got jammed. Wait 1 second. Can I stay a little bit further back to give myself more time?
Absolutely. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Better, Shamir. Better.
Oh, that was in, by the way.
Very good shot. Very good shot. Come again. Don't ever do that. Do not ever run around your forehand to hit a backhand return.
I thought it was body, so but it was more forehand, right?
Especially on the forehand return. The reason why it's body because you're still not close enough to the line. All right, come on. Go. Again. Finish as much as you can, Shamir. That's the thing. You reduce the amount of prep when you need to reduce it, but you finish. You don't play out of your wrist or your hand. You try to finish as much as you can. If you look at Djokovic's return, he finishes the vast majority of his returns like a normal ground stroke because that part, the finish part, is where you get the control and the consistency. Okay? Okay? When you start playing out of your forearm and out of your wrist, you're slapping the return, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Better. Don't slice.
Is that okay?
Yes, you just go fast. Look, the backhand comes, you make a quick turn here. Quick turn. Okay, and rack it to the side. That's the explosive move that you need on the return. It's the quick turn towards the appropriate side. Right, forehand or backhand, right there. And then from there, it depends. Maybe you hit it from here without any additional prep, if it's a fast serve, or there's a little bit of time to take the racket all the way back to turn and maybe even to step around.
If it's slower.
Exactly.
But if it's a fast one, I'm just going right here.
Absolutely.
And then from here, then what? Then just...
Again, from there, you're going to try to finish. That's the intention that you always want to have. You're going to try to finish. Now, I'm not saying that you can finish every single time. Sometimes it turns into a bunt or a block. Yeah. But your intention should be to finish.
Finish, because that controls it.
That gives you the most control.
Okay,
all right. Here we go now. Come on now. How's your intensity on a scale from 1 to 10? Be honest.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a 6.5, but I'm trying to put it to an 8.
Ramp it up to a 9. Go again. All right, now ramp it up to a 10. And he chips it.
When it goes so hard like that, I just want to chip it. That's so hard to my backhand.
Shamir, I don't mind you when the chip comes out intuitively. I don't have a problem with that. But what I want to see a difference in is that initial turn has to be more explosive and faster. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because therein lies the secret to the return.
That gives me the time.
All right, so let's ramp the intensity up to a 10
Get the turn.
and focus on making the turn as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I can't tell you where it's going to go. Come on, finish the forehand, Shamir. Finish. Best return so far. Move that ball. Good try. One more. I want to see a clean hit on that backhand. Intensity up to a 10. Slide over a little bit. Slide over and cover the backhand side. Leave the forehand open. It's okay. Come on.
Oh, yes! I got one.
The feeling that you should have on the return of serve is one where your entire body is under electricity. You can't be relaxed on the return when you're waiting for the return of serve.
Yeah, you can. It's not
Or
like
you're going to produce a garbage return.
Yeah.
A reactionary return where you're always in an emergency.
Yeah. It is.
And in what we're going to work on today, how to attack weak second serves, that's not going to work either, by the way, because that's going to turn into an emergency too, believe it or not.
And then you know what helped? I didn't have this grip. All I had to do was go like this. And then I was there. I didn't have to go all
Listen,
the way.
the return grip is a little bit personal preference, but it makes sense for you to be
This is perfect.
in the middle between forehand and backhand.
Yeah,
See, a lot of players that have a two-handed backhand, I recommend to hold it like Djokovic, which is slightly over towards the Eastern forehand side. So it's on that edge between continental and Eastern. That's where he holds it, which gives him a quick turn to the forehand, but it's almost right there for his backhand. It's just a minimal turn.
Yeah.
So for you, I recommend, just because you're in an Eastern forehand grip normally,
Yeah.
that you go in the continental. And now you're right in between Eastern forehand and Eastern
like this.
backhand. That's your return grip.
Yeah, this is like the chopper grip.
You just wait here, the hammer grip, yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer grip, and now you get a forehand here.
Slight turn.
You get a backhand here.
Slight turn.
And you do the turn with your left hand, okay?
Oh, okay.
Better.
Oh, no.
Why not finish? It's all wrist right there. Finish all the way. Show me where normal forehand with the finish. Go ahead, here, normal forehand, finish. Okay, do that on the return. Finish all the way and adjust your prep. Electricity,
10.
intensity.
10.
There you go, you got it. That was an ace like 2 minutes ago. And this time you got it in. Better. Better. Better, Shamir. Last one. Electricity.
10.
Intensity.
10.
It was a bad bounce. I'll do it again. I like that one. My serve was out, but that was a very clean shot. One more time. Very clean, crisp.
Thank you.
All right, Shamir, now we're going to transition into how to play weak serves. And the number one mistake players commit when they have a weak serve is they associate the weak serve with not having to do as much.
It's the same intensity. It's
So
the
you're
same
going to
thing
do
like
the exact same work you did there. You're going to be on complete fire.
Right.
10 out of 10 electricity, 10 out of 10 intensity.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to just set the ball up and play as many forehands as possible aggressively. You don't have to go for an outright winner. You can have a central location, but you're going to do a full swing and you're going to hit aggressive.
So same intensity as the return of the first serve. Same intensity, but a full swing and a good spot.
Yes.
Okay.
And the key is positioning and getting yourself in the right place.
Okay.
That might mean, running around your backhand. It might mean moving up a little bit, depending on how soft the serve is.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want to do is allow the ball to drop below the level of your waist, because from there,
It's harder.
if you attempt to hit a winner, you're going to miss.
Yeah, yeah.
You also, some players have really like high bouncing second serves that are kind of weak, and you don't want to play it above your head either.
That one I can let it drop and
so,
set up.
So yes, you could do that. So
Okay.
it's positioning. Positioning is key. How do you get there? You get it with a lot of intensity and electricity, okay?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Go, please.
So when I'm on the return, yesterday I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
I don't know how to set my, like, sometimes when I'm returning, I'm kind of like, I stick my butt out a little bit, and sometimes, like right before the split step, like, I don't know, so I've seen some players, like, they kind of hinge, and some just kind of keep it, like, is there right or wrong? Is there just like a stylistic kind of thing?
Doesn't matter. You want to be comfortable.
Whatever's the...
Yeah, I call this a sprinter stance. It's like a sprinter trying to get out of the blocks. Yeah. What happens with a lot of players is the following. They're like this, but then if you watch them closely, they'll straighten out.
Yeah,
They'll straighten out. So it doesn't really matter. You have to be in a sprinter stance. How exactly? It doesn't matter. I recommend that your upper body is slightly down, because you can explode a little bit better, when you stick your butt out and you're.
Yeah, sometimes I'm sticking my butt out when I'm rating, and sometimes I'm neutral, and I don't know, like, what am I faster? Like
you're going to be faster when you stick your butt out. If you were faster like this, sprinters wouldn't start like this. Sprinters would start like this. So stick your butt out a little bit.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, like
right
that.
There.
That's fine.
So don't be like this. Be a little bit
yes,
down.
Yes.
Okay, that's because I was tinkering with the different positions. I didn't know, like,
I like what you're doing there, and you're thinking about your stance, but it's what comes after that was too slow. Okay.
Yeah, but maybe that's a byproduct because I was too far this way, or like you said, be a little bit more down.
I don't think so.
Be a little more down.
I think you were waiting just fine. I saw you waiting like this. I didn't really detect any mistakes.
So just be like this,
yeah.
on my toes though.
But see, a lot of players get into like just complete optics, and it's all fake. So going like this without the right context means nothing.
It's right before.
You wait like this, okay, fine. But you need like I said, you need to be explosive out of here. And you need to do the right things on the return. So you're going to watch the ball, and you're going to make a reaction to the ball. If you are just thinking of like optics and how's my butt look, and when I'm going to make the split step like this, these are just completely fake mechanics.
Yeah.
That have nothing to do with the context of the serve. I told you what to do. You're going to be in a ready position.
Spinner stance.
You're going to have the electricity and the intensity topping out on those. Your eyes are going to be popping out of your skull, trying to watch the ball, and you're going to make decisions from there.
No matter if it's
and
a
it's
first
going to
or
look
second.
like this. It's going to look like this. See this?
Yeah.
You hear the squeak? Watch. I'm like this. See, that's fast.
The turn is quick.
It's lightning fast.
Yeah, you have
I'm
to.
not saying mine is, but it should be. You should do it as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Come on now.
All right. Second serve?
It's going to be a weak serve, yes. Don't worry, man. Shamir, hold on 1 sec. 1 sec. 1 sec. It's okay, man. Don't worry. It's all good, man. Don't worry. Seriously, it's no problem. Happens all the time. Better. I like that. Again. Okay, even more, even faster, Shamir. Even more intensity, okay? Put it up to a 10. Right now it's at a 7. Let it drop too low. Make a more of a turn. You're too sideways moving there. You can move backwards a little bit. Best one so far. And that's a good backhand. See, when you can't hit a forehand, you hit a backhand, okay? Good, Shamir. Fantastic. You feel a difference now.
Yeah, those were easier because they were slower, but I still had to have the...
Well, they're going to be a lot easier, but if you do it the correct way, because a lot of people struggle with these type of serves. You know, they're easy, and because they think they're easy, they don't do the work that you did there.
It's like the baseline. Like if you have a ball coming in the middle, it's slow, you still have to have the same intensity.
Absolutely.
Same thing with the serve, like you're saying.
Absolutely.
Keep the same electricity no matter if it's slow or
yes.
fast.
Now, naturally, what's going to happen when you start dominating with your forehand return like you were doing here, is that players will try to aim more to your backhand. And this is where running around your backhand comes into play. Because often you can do this during the flight of the ball. You don't have to make a decision prior, especially true on the deuce side. So you see the ball flying, and you see it's kind of going central, because a lot of people like to serve central on the second serve for going for the deuce side.
Yeah.
And in flight, you decide to do a forehand. No problem. This is what happens at the high level, elite level as well. However, what will happen is that players will now, because you're doing that, trying to get that serve closer to the line, and now it's not going to be enough time to do this in mid-flight.
Okay.
You're going to have to predetermine to run around your backhand. This involves a little bit of risk.
Yeah.
Because what if they go wide? Yeah, now you get burned with an ace. So this is not something that you can do often.
Once in a while.
Once in a blue moon, you're gonna, if you detect that they're serving more to your backhand,
yeah,
every now and then you're gonna run around and you're gonna decide that prior to the return starting. So now we're gonna practice that.
If I hit it, where do I? So I always get burned though, because when let's say I predetermine, I say okay, I'm gonna run it, and I hit it like, let's say inside in, I get burned cross court.
It depends where you're doing it from. Now it's deuce side.
Let's say I'm on the ad side.
That's later. We're gonna do
stick to deuce?
We're doing deuce return now.
Oh, okay. So
we're not talking about ad return.
Okay, all right, deuce. Okay, that one's a little bit easier. Right?
So you're already in the middle of the court. Doesn't really matter
Yeah, that
so
one's
much.
easier. Yeah.
So the location of your return can be more central. If you do a central return from way off the court there, you're in trouble. So you're gonna have to go more for the lines.
And then that's when you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And generally on that side, you want to go a little harder than here. So again, now you're gonna, prior to my serve, I'm gonna serve there, and you're gonna run around your backhand, okay?
And then hit it anywhere I want?
Yes.
Okay.
Electricity.
10.
Intensity.
10.
I didn't hit that right, but you still did so good with your footwork. So good, Shamir. Your return beast. You didn't get burned. How come? You forgot to run around. Oh. All right, look, Shamir, the timing of this obviously has to be a little bit early. Has to be early. So it has to be more around, like, around the contact, or
I'm waiting a little bit too long to start moving.
It can't be too early where I'm going to see you, but it also can't be in the flight, because sometimes you won't have time to run around. So the timing has to be a little bit early.
I'm kind of doing a little bit late.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and because I'm serving so slow, you were getting away with it. But in a real, with the second serve that's a little bit better, I think you're going to get a little trouble. So on these next few, go a little bit sooner, okay? Not too soon, but not too late. It's got to be just right. Now. Yes, come on.
That was a good one.
All right, let's go the other way. Okay, so we're going to start with just regular second serve returns that are weak, that you're going to attack. Yes. Love it. Okay. Slap shot. Where's the finish?
I usually play a lot of my returns in the middle.
Okay, that's fine. But when somebody has a weak serve, you might want to take the advantage of that. And if you are making your returns, you can put a lot more pressure on them. Now, if you try to hit it there and you miss it, you can start going back to the middle to get your confidence back. Okay, good. I like that. All right, now, what if somebody hits it to your backhand with a little bit of kick? Okay, now we want to try to hit a backhand topspin. Cross court. More, Shamir. Take a bigger swing at it, okay? And try to finish as high as you possibly can. It's a slap shot. More vertical swing path here, okay? Better. Come on. Not bad, but it's going to get crushed. I want it more to the backhand side. Come, come, come. Okay, that was an easier serve. It's too sloppy, Shamir. Come on. Come on. That was better. Less sloppy, more intensity even in the stroke itself. And go as high as you can. Come on. Better. All right, now, what you're going to do is you're going to predetermine to run around the back and hit a forehand from that side. So you're going to have to go early, okay? And hit a forehand from the backhand side.
I probably should go inside out though, right?
Inside in or inside out? Inside out is probably a higher percentage. That's not bad at all. Come, come, come. Okay, you didn't move fast enough. Better, yes. No good. Yeah, it's got to go more there. Or inside in, it's fine, but you can't be in the middle. I tried to trick you, you didn't fall for it. All right, Shamir, last one. Wide. Very strong shot, nice. Very good. Shamir, the next time you play somebody, like your last opponent, that has a weak serve in general, especially a weak second serve, what you're going to do?
High intensity, and then high intensity, and then finish the shot in a good position in the court. Does that summarize what we did just now? Oh,
Well,
I just put all my energy into the high intensity, just like
okay.
You
So
know?
that's very good, high intensity, but that's not accurate enough, because what was happening before on a slower serve was a lack of intensity, yes,
Yeah.
and also slow movements. The initial movements were slow
Yeah.
with low intensity as well. So high intensity, but very explosive, quick
To the turn.
first move
Yeah.
to the side that you're going to hit from. A lot of footwork and positioning.
Okay.
High
Yeah.
percentage targets, also very aggressive mindset. You're going to hit your shots. You're not going to push them.
Right.
Because you don't have as much pace to work with. So when you're waiting for the return, I don't mind you even on the second serve to be further back. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Even though that might be serving shorter, being further back is okay. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
It gives you a little bit more time. So you're going to be intense. Electricity at 10, intensity at 10, eyes bulging out of your skull like Djokovic. Remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
You're going to be tracking the ball like a hawk. All right? And now that weak serve comes, what you're going to do is the same thing you would do on a serve from Riley Opelka. You're going to make a super fast explosive movement. You're going to go, and now you're setting up, and then you're blasting the shot in a high percentage location.
Yeah.
And that's how you attack weak second serves. You hit a lot of them really well today. So it's just a matter of repetition and incorporating this into your match play.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.